I will win, 'cause my heart is burning with desire to go on. I will vanquish anything that stands before me. Through my persistence and a voice inside me.
この番組はご覧のスポンサーの提供でお送りします。
And it comes down to, like I said, like the original Silent Hill, like you couldn't just look online to find out how to get the information because there was no online for that shit. All there was, it was just very rarely acquired, so to speak. But there's some games that base it around like this is the canonical ending because, you know, of it being the good outcome. And this is why I like the ending to Dark Souls, is because the ending isn't dictated so much at the very end. You have the entire game of people going, this is what needs to be done, or no, you don't have to do that, you could do this. And it's literally all up to how you want it to end.
I think that's kind of the... Ow. Oh wait, they keep doing that, don't they?
Oh, you're leaking.
Oh, he leaking. You leaky boy.
You're leaking. Like a running tap. Yeah, with Dark Souls, it's like it gives you it basically tells you here are your options, how you want this to end, and at the very end, it's like, okay, now make your decision. But neither ending has. I don't know.
None of the endings kind of
the ending is good for that game in
because...
specifically. Like for a continuation, it doesn't matter what ending you got because the result is like, hey, look. Well, the way the Dark Souls did it was they had so much time in between the games that the ending beforehand doesn't matter because if the Age of Darkness happened, then it's already come and gone. If the fire's been rekindled, then people have been rekindling it ever since. But the ending matters for that moment.
Oh, shit.
And the game ending is given to you. It's like, hey, look, this is what you can do, and this is what it changes and stuff, but it doesn't really change anything. But when you have a game that gives you all the decisions, when it's just like, you make all these decisions throughout the game to which it's meant to reflect your ending in some way, shape, or form, just to be like, okay, this is your ending. Or, you know, you can dictate your ending at the very end and everything else in the meantime just doesn't matter.
So they did that in Sekiro, but I think they did it exceptionally well in Sekiro, right? I don't remember. I don't know how much you remember of Sekiro. But the ending what you need to do in Sekiro is, at the end of the day, it's I don't remember what it's called. It's the special blood of that kid, right? The immortal blood?
The immortal blood.
And you need to do shit with it. So you can collect everything, but after the end of the game is, after you beat the final boss is when you actually do the ritual around this blood, right? Which means you can do all the setup before then, and then only once you reach that final, after you've beaten the final boss, that's when you can decide to do any version of the ritual that you've got the pieces
that you're playing for.
So that's one where you choose it at the end of the game, but it makes sense that you choose it at the end of the game because you can do the setup for multiple different possibilities.
Now, the one thing I really do hate is when they make an obscure objective lead to content that you can miss. For example, in Bloodborne, to fight the moon boss thing, you need to get 3 umbilical cords, which means you need to go back to certain parts of the game at certain times. Otherwise, you miss it completely. And that completely, if you don't go back to these parts at this certain time, then not only do you miss out on the boss, but you miss out on an ending. And that's what I love Bloodborne, but I hate that.
That specific one, I'm actually kind of okay with because of the way they set it up. Firstly, there's 4 different,
Endings. I don't know.
there's 3 endings.
Isn't it 4?
No, that's
No, there's 3. There's one for collecting none of the memories, all of the memories, and some of the memories.
That's great, Alex, but we're talking about Bloodborne.
Oh, Bloodborne.
Yes.
No,
Right, there's three endings.
There's 3 endings. There's... Fuck off.
Yeah, there's the ending for finding all of the
No,
old
there's...
ones.
There's,
Old One's blood, I think.
There's whether or not you choose...
Are we spoiling the ending?
Yeah, we're spoiling the ending for Bloodborne.
Okay,
No,
yeah,
we're not spoiling
there's-
the ending for Bloodborne.
Oh, we're not spoiling the ending for Bloodborne.
That's me.
Take a look at this.
Your phone silent.
Shouldn't people have already like beaten Bloodborne by now?
Maybe,
No.
but we're not gonna talk about it during the middle of a fucking boss
Go
fight.
back.
Yeah.
We're more talking about the ending criteria.
Oh, the ending criteria, right?
But the
one of
point
them is just
two endings you can do without any unlocks.
yeah,
It's only the Moon Presence ending, which was supposed to be a secret boss.
yeah. But it's not
But it
really.
also
a
ties to
secret
an
boss
ending
'cause
as well.
it's
It
from-
ties to an ending, yeah.
Yeah,
It's a
yeah.
secret boss with an ending attached to it.
Yeah. So like, yeah, the first
but it was
ending is
supposed to
just
it was
saying.
supposed to be a secret.
Yeah. The first ending
but
is
the
saying
point is,
yes. The
I
second
do
ending is
actually
saying no. And then the
Think
third
it was
ending
thematic.
is
Bollocks,
ingesting
bollocks.
of the. Oh, that's yeah, ingesting. I think 3 of the 4 umbilical cords.
Yeah.
Yep, and that's how you get the.
But
Moon
you need
Presence
to
ending.
be at a certain part in the game at a certain time to get some of the umbilical cords.
Yeah.
And that's what annoyed the shit out of me because I wanted to do a couple of bosses and stuff. Like the moon boss.
Yeah,
But because I didn't go
understand.
to the fucking to find one of the nurses and get her umbilical cord at a certain point in the game, it completely locked me out of it just because I missed
Yeah.
like a certain
Well,
point.
you get 2 of the umbilical cords just by playing through the game naturally. Like you get the one from the prostitute by doing that storyline.
And you get one from the wet nurse.
Murgo's wet nurse, and then the last one you get from well, there's 2 actually. There's 2 more you can get, and I don't know where to get the 4th one because that one's escaping me right now. But the 3rd one you get from the clinic.
Because that's the one I missed, the clinic one.
Yeah,
Ow.
Wow.
but if you do miss the clinic one,
No, she got clipped by something. I'm gonna
Yep.
need a swap build, so I'm pretty sure, well, it feels like at least that she's resistant to lightning.
yeah. But if you do get,
think ice might
if you
be
do
what's
miss
there as well,
the
too.
fucking whatchamacallit one,
The clinic.
the clinic. Yeah, if you do miss the clinic, there's another one you can pick up later on. I just don't remember where it is.
See, I tried looking for one and I couldn't find it. I think I missed both of them. And that's why I'm like, I can't do this certain boss anymore because I'm locked out. They've given me a key and they gave me another key and then they told me to fuck off at the gate.
They gave you 2 keys, and this is like, all right, do you have the 3rd one?
I'm like, fucking, what? There's a 3rd key? And they're like, yeah, you can go get the 4th one if you miss the 3rd one. I'm like, there's a 4th one? Motherfucker.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I wasn't paying attention there. I thought we were still talking about fucking
Fuck.
Code Vein with those 3 endings. No, yeah.
I said, like, there's a one thing that also frustrated me was the Persona 4 ending.
I know nothing about those.
I'm not going to spoil anything, but if you play the game as is, like through regularly, then you get like a sort of bad ending. Like, I think there's like 2 endings or 3 endings. Obviously, like the very bad ending where everything's dead, the mediocrely bad ending where nothing changes, and then the good ending which gives you like another like 15 hours of game. And it's like, and
What?
it all relies on like not one like text box, but it all relies on one conversation and getting everything in this conversation correct. Otherwise, you just get the ending.
Oh,
where...
that's right. You've said this before, right? There's like a quiz at the end of the game, and if you get one question wrong, then you don't get.
Yeah, so you get like a multiple choice quiz, and if you get one of those things wrong, then it's mediocrely sort of bad, mainly bad ending for you. But you have to get all of them correct, and then you get like another 10, 15 hour thing, plus like an extra dungeon that you get to play. And I'm like, man, that's even worse because it not only like locks you out of like a good ending, but you miss out on like more gameplay because of a quiz that you gotta complete. And the game doesn't even like sort of set you up for this quiz either or. It's just sort of like, by the way, here's every character in this game. Name the correct character. And it's like, wait, what? What? And it's like, I hope you got your detective boots on, because now you gotta name the right character out of this list. And that's if you guessed the correct answers of the quiz beforehand.
Fucking sleeves.
Ah, yes, because that's how you want to unlock 15 more hours of gameplay. By going to Game Press.
It really doesn't feel like how sleeves work.
Your sleeves and Naruto are running for you.
Yeah.
You're doing the hard work, and he's keeping the style points.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, I'll pay it.
I would just love for him to slip his arm through it and just actually wear it like a proper fucking coat. But no, apparently I'm asking for too much.
Oh yeah, way too much. How dare you?
One thing I don't understand is like Eva's still like half there. Like for the other revenants, they've been like completely transformed.
Well, it's because we're here so early. So like all we need to do is knock this thing the fuck out, and then we can take it to surgery. Put a small incision somewhere and just pull her out.
Cut a hole in her. Yep. Like, yep, yeah, Eva's back.
Well, while Alex is being a little sarcastic, he is also right. The reason why Eva isn't fully covered is because of how recently the whole shit happened.
Well, yeah, the other one's pretty much transformed, like, straight... Well, not straight after, but, like, during the war, or after the war had finished, and this is still set, like, ages before after that.
Yep.
She's a fucking tank!
Yeah.
Also, yes. Remember, this is how we do bosses now. Just give them more health.
Yeah, you can blame Bungie for that.
Yep.
Give them more health, give them more damage.
Fault.
No, but we can definitely blame Bungie in Halo 2, because Halo 2 is the only Halo game made by Bungie that has boss fights.
A boss fight.
That they have two.
What's the first one?
The Prophet.
Oh, yeah, I remember that.
Yeah,
oh, I remember
that one.
Yeah, but that boss fight is kind of hilarious, though.
So much.
Where it's just fucking trying to jack the fuck Prophet's ride.
So press the right trigger to silence the Prophet.
And you're sitting there just wailing on the Prophet while everyone else around you is just like, the fuck's he doing? How the fuck is the Prophet even, like, still airborne with the Chief hanging off of him?
So let's not question how the Prophet's head is still attached. Armor.
That's right, I said Mjolnir.
Mjolnir.
And I'm gonna keep saying it.
Okay, you keep saying it.
It's just, oh man. Ever had something ruined for you, like, in the first, like, I don't know, in your first experience of something that should be a fucking home run, and it's just like, one small thing, which probably only you will fucking, oh no, come on, quick, oh, there we go. Oh, you're gonna get
Everyone
slapped.
telling me My Hero Academia is a good anime.
I still haven't watched that show.
It's not a good anime.
It's not bad.
I got the feeling a lot of people love to draw hentai of that show.
To be fair, that's a very low bar.
Yeah.
Well, it is in anime. It's already half done for you.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah. Half the time.
In fact, you have to work extra to keep those clothes on.
Yeah, pretty much.
Hi,
The reason
Ava.
I appreciated Kill la Kill.
Oh, they just went out there with the hentai.
No, it's more that they managed to parody fan service without it actually just feel liking, really? No. You're just doing this for more fan service. Like, it actually did feel legitimately like a parody of it.
Yeah,
I
but
mean,
that's Studio Trigger.
granted,
they're a coin. They're a coin flip studio.
The male stripper probably had something to do with it.
Yeah.